Oh, it feels so good to be back. You have no idea. I have moved. I'm semi-settled. I still got stuff in boxes. But I went to Target the other day and I found this guy, the Spider-Man retro card Carnage. So I figured, I can throw something together. Excuse the bad lighting. Nice quick review for you guys so I can get a video out there so YouTube doesn't just destroy my channel. So with all that being said, let's take a quick look at this packaging and then we can get the figure out and I can tell you all about him because just looking at him, I can't wait to get him out of that. So let's get a closer look, shall we? Spider-Man right here. Marvel Comics logo. 4+. That's a lie. We got the figure right there. A picture of the figure right there. With some wording that says, if it'll focus, come on camera. It says weapon arms, camera won't focus. And the back of the packaging, picture of the figure. Nice little layout of what the accessories do. And a nice little read up that you can read there if you want that. And of course, if you need it, the barcode right there so you can find it at your local Target. So let's get this figure out of the packaging and get a closer look at that figure, shall we? Here's the figure out of the box, out of the package. Now let's take a closer look at him. So here's a look at the figure right here. First, we'll start off with the head sculpt. As you can see, if the camera will focus, there we go. You see right here that it has the eyes that go all the way to the top of the head, which is kind of mix of comic book and kind of based on how you looked in the animated TV show. You can see that this is basically just the body is just reused because it's not pinless. It has pins. This is reused from the Venom Pool Wave Carnage. All they did was, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but here, let me adjust this just a smidge. Oh, now it's blurry. Hold on. Okay. As you can see, the reds is brighter and the black is a little shinier. You see everything else is sculpted, the black lines from the symbiote's the same. And you see the little tendril bits are just made of plastic, really thin, so be careful, those could come off. There's the hole in the back for the other accessory piece, the tendrils on the feet, on the legs, the calves, and the feet are, instead of black, they're just red. And the teeth are white instead of black, and I do prefer this look instead of the black teeth. I just think the white looks better for Carnage, although on the packaging it did have him with the black teeth, which is closer to how he looked in the animated series. But you can see I was going to get the Venom Pool version, the Venom Pool Wave, but then this one was shown, so I was like, might as well get this one. I know they're probably going to do a redo of Carnage at some point, but you can see his claws, black nails, long and pointy, but not just a thin rubber, a thin plastic. Same for the other hand. And you see this one's more of a claw, like open look. See some of the black nails right on there, and the black lines and the tendrils that go all the way to the back. But no, I love this sculpt. This one and the Venom Pool are probably the best Carnages that Hasbro has ever made. I know at some point we're gonna get a pinless one, but you gotta add it. You gotta add Carnage to your Marvel collection, your Spider-Man collection. This is the only Carnage I have, so I was like, I gotta get it. I walked in the Target. I wasn't gonna get anything. Walked in the toy aisle, just take a quick peek. I saw this guy there, so that's how we got on the review table today. Now I know the history with the whole pre-order sold out in like barely a minute, and then they came back on stock and found him in the store, got him. Here he is now. The joints are a little gummy, but that's just because of pins. It's nowhere near as bad as the Moreland figure that I have. As you can see, the nice sculpt on the head with the white, pearly white eyes. I mean, just straight white. And then the white teeth right here, mouth open. The nice painted detail on the white teeth. And then all those black lines are shiny. They probably you probably see the shine on camera. The red is brighter, like I said. But no, I had to get the Carnage. It was a necessity in the Spider-Man collection. Trying to build it. So let's take a look at some of the foremost. The little back piece that has the extra tendrils on it. Again, thin plastic. They move. Be careful. They could break. Same thing as came with the Venom Pool Wave one. You see the shiny black lines. And this just plugs into the hole. I don't know how good it shows up right there on the back. Just plugs in right there. It'll go in. Plugs in like so. And then here's the little extra tendrils. And then the hands will just pop right off. A little snug. Let's just pop right off. And then you can put these on whichever arm you want to. Just put that there. And they are articulated, the axes. And then the scythe is also. And those just pop on. Might want to heat it up a little bit. But yeah. You can see that is articulated right here. Has a vertical hinge right here at the wrist. And yeah, you get him into some cool poses. Yeah. And you see them like that. He has an axe and a scythe. The only thing I wish he probably also came with was like a closed, smiling mouth. So you can see like the big white teeth go all the way up, along with the big white eyes. That'd be the only thing I could really say. But yeah, these can interchange. They can go into either hand. And I like how this came with these instead. I like how it came with the weapons, because that's what Carnage mainly does. He turns his hands into weapons or giant claws or an axe, or, you know, most generally the big scythe. You can see the detail on there. The black symbiote pieces, black symbiote lines going all the way through on both sides. And then the same for the axe. You can see it going all the way through. Maybe just a little bit more on the axe, but you can see it how it looks on both sides. There's that. And there's that side. No. And most generally, Carnage is posed like this. But, and there's the accessories. I mean, he doesn't come with much else. I mean, what else would he really come with? Let's be honest. I mean, like I said, a closed mouth with a big smile on it, kind of like how a Joker look would be good too. But all that being said, you know. So let's kind of take off the little extra pieces and let's look at the articulation. And let's see how good he is. First and foremost, before you do anything with this figure, please heat up the joints. Like, my knee joints were really stiff, like in the first joint down here at the bottom, and then the pins with the elbows up here, and a little bit of the bicep. But let's start with the articulation. The head, look up that far, not too bad. Can look like a little piranha. Yang, 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 yang. I know that was a little weird. And he can look down about that far. He can really bury his head, and he can just kind of look down and just kind of look at you in disappointment. And of course, the head can go all the way around. Can go all the way around. It's got a nice little butterfly joint. Go forward, back that much, forward that much. Double jointed pinned elbows. It's a little tight, but yeah, they're double jointed. Look, just a little tight in this first joint. And his wrist can go all the way around, and with the horizontal hinge, and obviously on the accessories they have a vertical hinge, a very good vertical hinge at that. And at the torso, he does have an ab crunch that can go forward about that much, which is really good. And he has meh back, but it's mostly probably because the the extra texturing right here. But it's okay. And of course, all the way around at the waist. And for the legs, no drop down hip joint. That would have been nice, but thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees. Again, make sure you heat up the knee joints a little tight. Calf swivel. Feet can hinge up and down, and ankle can rotate. And the ankles on mine are tight, so be careful with that. But no, just regular based articulation. Same with the last figure. Unfortunately, I don't have that figure, so I can't show you a comparison with that. And I don't have the Venom Let There Be Carnage movie, Sony Carnage. I just wasn't super interested in it. The movie was okay, it was meh. But now I guess they're releasing the Venom from that movie. I guess I might as well get the Carnage too. So when I do get that, I will show you a comparison between these two. But I don't know where my tape measure is. It's somewhere in these boxes over here. So I'll just show you some quick comparisons, and then you guys can leave and go about your day, and you stop hearing me talk about plastic. So let's get to the comparisons. And here he is with Marvel Legends 85 Years Superior Spider-Man, which was my my last video. And you can see they're about the same height. Obviously, Superior Spider-Man just looks like a little bit leaner. And here he is with the X-Men 97 Wolverine, my favorite Wolverine and my only Wolverine. I don't have the 85. And for some movie figures, here he is with Tobey Maguire from technically Spider-Man Homecoming, and Tom Holland's final swing suit from Spider-Man Homecoming. And thanks to Sony, now we're never going to get a Carnage versus Tom Holland because they used Carnage in a Venom movie. Oh, Sony. Don't get me started on that Carnage. That's for another review, a video later. Here he is to everyone's favorite Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. Hey, you must be new. I've never seen you before. Are you my future self?
No, I'm not your future self. We are gonna.
Alright, I'm back, and I found Carnage and Spider-Man. Carnage attacked him. But let me end this review for Carnage kills Spider-Man. So, thank you for joining me for the review. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure if you want this guy, he'll be at your local Target with a cost of $24.99 retail price. Make sure you grab him before he's gone, because this thing might be a hot commodity on the aftermarket. But as always, folks, toy life, best life. Have an amazing day. Crimson out.